Welcome, hybrid musicians. This is lesson 5 of our Shout Fundamentals series. In today's lesson, we're going to look at how we can incorporate licks into our shout. Now, at the end of this lesson, you will be able to play a regular drive and include a part of a scale or multiple scales in one lick. For example, all right, that's going to be the breakdown that we do. So what is that? What did I do here? Did I just choose random notes, or was it formulated? Well, we're going to find that out. A big misconception is that scales are useless. They're only used for exercising your fingers, all right? Or just to do reps of things to get faster, etc. But we can also use scales to craft our licks. For example, this is actually using notes in the major blues scale. All right, now there are 3 scales that we're going to cover. 1, the Mixolydian scale. All right, you realize that it has that A flat, all right? So it gives us the major tonality, okay? Or dominant, I should say, tonality, all right? Now, the next scale that we're going to look at is the major blues. Again, that's our major blues scale. The next scale that we're going to look at is the minor blues. All right, again. We will spend most of our time here with the minor blues, but let's incorporate all of them. Whenever I'm creating a lick, I have to figure out when to use it and where. So when, in terms of in my movement, I'm going to find a space and include it in the space. Okay, so find the space. That's a space, rest. Play it in my rests. So all right, one thing that you noticed is that I played this lick in the tempo of my track, but I also did this half the speed, right? You can do it at full speed, but sometimes we can play with space, okay? And that's fine, especially if you're new to it and you're not so fluent in terms of your speed. Remember, never play something faster than you can play it right. Also, make sure that you're using a fingering that works for you. So if you're doing something over 2 octaves, make sure that the crossover is smooth. All right, if someone was looking somewhere else, they should not hear that there was a crossover. So all right, and now one thing that I want to bring out is that whenever you're creating a lick, you don't have to start on the one and end on the one. All right, you can choose 5 notes. All right, now that may look different for somebody else. They'll choose those same 5 notes, right? And instead of doing this, they could do all right, or they could do something like this. All right, or the one that we did earlier, we used the major blues because we included, all right, we included those notes, all right, and we know that those notes creates the major blues because, all right, so the cool thing is you can start on any note in the scale, end on any note in the scale. And then I included the minor blues. See that? Da da da. Those notes are from the, you guessed it, yes, from the minor blues. All right, so you can see that this is going to include a mixture of different things. All right, so it's up to you to decide when to use them and where to use them. So you've been selected to smash that like button and subscribe. Remember, the goal is not for you to be the best in a day, but to become better every time you play. Be intentional, stay dedicated, and keep making progress. Every miko meka moko.